So I choose the top of my surface. I would like to have this space as a background, and both side, left and side of the face, I try to imagine should be somewhere like that. I keep these two for the background, and it should be like a circle-y shape. So somewhere like this is good for the face. Then connect all these lines together and draw the circle shape. It's more easier to go like that. And please not pay attention to this fairy hair. We will make that later. Just in a simple line, connect all these lines together and make a curve. One C curve on top and one C curve on the bottom part. Now we can make a clean circle shape as a face. And two small circle-y shape for the ears we need. But if you see, it's not completely circle. Half a circle is inside the face. So I just go, we can go like that. Finish the circle, but inside the face. Then we cover it. Now it's easy. You can have a curve on top. And then for the other side as well. You can imagine this is a circle, but half a circle should be inside the face. It's more easier to do like that. And then cover it. So that half is good for the ear. And now for the body, it's just from here, you can reach for the bottom part of your canvas like that, connect it to here. Because if you see, it's finished there, and then come a little bit down. On the other side, it's reached the left side of canvas, not the bottom part. So I'm going to connect this circle with a straight line a little bit and then move toward the left. If you imagine the circle shape, I divide it into two parts. One part is the place of eyes. The other is the bottom of nose. So it's more easier to separate this part for myself. I just draw one line here and one line there to have an idea where should we place the nose. And then if you divide on the other way, not the horizontal, like vertical line, divide it into one part. You see your circle is exactly divided into the same size. We can place the nose on here and the eyes. It's more easier to have an idea. So I mentioned that the eyes on the first line on top. So one C curve on top, one C curve and here. And I'm going to draw one line for the nose, just separate the nose part. And then the eyes. I'm going to go with the pupil. More details I'm going to add later. Just the pupil for now to have an idea about the shape of the eyes. Even more curvy should be. And then place the nose. This part, I try to make it more look like the shape that we have. It comes down and something like here. Then inside this part is nose and mouth. So for the nose and mouth, I divided one part for the nose. I mentioned that the bottom of nose is place of this line. So the top should be placed here and I shape it like that. and then 2 holes from left and right. Then when I bring the exact color that need for the nose, we make it more accurate. And the nose is connected to the mouth. The mouth is like triangle shape, like this, but curvy and at the end. I need to bring the nose part here a little bit on the bottom. As I mentioned, anytime we can fix the shape, doesn't matter. And 2 curved line here we need for the mouth. We work on the background first and then move forward because this fairy hair of bear should come on top. Because of that, I start with the background and the bigger size of brush. I don't need to do any mixing paint for here, just very simple shape. Take some heavy paint, randomly add on the bottom part, it's more brownie. So randomly add some brownie color here, some here. And I like to see all these brush stroke. If you like to see all the brush stroke and heavy paint, so I recommend not to make it so clean and flat. Just randomly add a heavy paint on top and make the background a little bit feeling of brown. And I'm not bring it close to the bare face. So a little bit the edges is good to go like that. And it doesn't need to get dry. Directly I move on with the blue with the same brush and adding some brush stroke with the blue on top of brown. But I'm not cover everywhere. You see, when I bring heavy paint on top, a little bit browny color is visible under it. So take heavy paint with your brush with a small stroke, just randomly add somewhere and try to leave some brown under it. The reason I'm going with heavy paint, because with 1 or 2 stroke, I would like to cover it. I don't want to go and back and then move a lot and bring it with more stroke. Because if you bring more stroke, blue color mixed with the brown, and you're not able to leave this brownie under it. So run very freely. On somewhere that I think it's need dark brown. For example, some touch of dark brown here. It's under the mouth. Just some I need to add here. Even if I see I need more light color, I will bring it later on top. So a little bit touch, same as the background style with the square shape of brush, you can add a little bit brown somewhere here, close to the eye. That's enough. Then the other side. More red color, the same technique, heavy paint like that. Bring it. Try to help it sit on your canvas. And when you're close to the other color, like the brown, please not do it heavily. Very gently, like touching baby face, so smooth. Bring it close. It's okay if you see this section is so dark, so reddish. Again, back to the brown, bring it here on top. So we can bring on top and make darker tone or lighter tone. I'm not going to add all the face and the body with this color because we need yellow ochre or mustard color to have it later. Just some part, some touch would be enough. Brown, take some mustard color or raw sienna or yellow ochre or any color that you have close to this. Just mix them together. We need to work with different value. We have separately this color and this color. We need something make something in between. So now I'm happy with the result. Something between reddish brown and this mustardy color. Because I would like to work layer by layer and build my bear face. So take some, and then the same technique, the technique is the same. I try to make it like hairy, like that. Try to add, you can hold the brush to make the bigger stroke like this, bigger stroke on top like that, one time. Or you can use the side of your brush and draw some line, like this line, like that. You see? This is still dark. On top, I bring the lighter tone, but I can use this, and this is dry brush. There is no water at all into that. Even if you wash by water, please clean it by napkin and reduce the amount of water in your brush. And the surface is dry. We need to use dry brush, just the paint, and let this sit on top and bring it on top of this reddish brown, not cover all the reddish brown. Just bring a little bit darker tone on top and add somewhere. We don't need to cover whole that red color that we see under it. Just some stroke heavily to cover that part. And even we can go with this darker tone to cover both ears. I know the ears is lighter, but this is just come for make the first layer. Like that, easily you can make it. And even one big stroke under the eye. one here. Even you can throw your brush toward the background to make fairy. With a lighter color, it's more visible. For now, that's fine. Come a little inside the eye, it's fine. Bring So then I'm going to fix the nose. The shape with the brownie color. Inside is more dark blue, but around it's dark brown or even close to the black. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like alive. If you want to have darkness like black, you can mix your brown with a little bit dark blue. These two colors, when mixed together, make the color make darker tone. So, like that. And then around the edges is so dark, I'm going to cover it with this dark color. Even the mouth. This curvy shape. Inside is dark, but just on the edges is more bluey. Here, one line is a blue. So the inside is dark too. We can add a little bit dark color here. And these two hole for the nose is dark as well. Connect it to this part and then add some darkness here. Inside is dark too. So we can finish the nose as well. Just clean your brush, move on with dark blue, this blue that we have, like cobalt. Add a tone around the part which is not browny. It's still dark, don't worry, we will bring another blue on top and add one stroke on top and make it lighter. We need yellow ochre or mustard yellow or any kind of similar this yellow you have. I take some, mix with the white color to make it look like lighter tone, a little bit creamy tone. I need the pure mustard or yellow ochre color or raw sienna, pure of that color, and then one level lighter tone as well. It's better to be more yellowy. I'm going to add a little bit, because this is lighter than the others. So I'm going to add pure color of mustard that I have. Very gently cover this part of the nose, which is so lighter. And now as a finishing part, I use a lot tip of my brush to make it look like hair, very hair. I'm not just draw the line. I try to bring it a little bit out like that to make this narrow part of the hair. You see, here is not much visible. It's a little bit small, but I try to make a little bit out. But here is more visible. For example, when I bring it with heavy brush stroke like that, throw it to the background, you can see this line. These are try to make it as a fairy hair. Even when I bring it out more like that, it's more visible. We can add a little bit reddish brown as well. Just touch of reddish brown under this help us to have balance with the inside the colors. But when you are close to the edge, you can use this part of the brush. You see a tiny bit. I'm so slow here. And clean the brush with napkin. This lighter tone that you mix with the white color, we need to have one stroke as a light on top of the nose, like this. 1 or 2 stroke with heavy paint, and even just a touch here. And even 1 touch here to make the light. Even if you see it's really light, back to the pure color and a little bit get faded. Some in between, we need to bring the yellow ochre color or the mixture of white and yellow and do some heavy paint like that and let it move into the background. We need a lots of bluey here, but more yellow should be on the other side, even here. And when you want to bring it out, it's better to use tip of brush, not hold the brush. Like this, take your brush like that and draw the line and try to leave it to the background, move to the background. Just any part that it's need. You don't have to bring all the yellowy light color everywhere. Like that. And then heavy color, heavy texture, make your bear more powerful. Even a little bit reddish color I need to bring here. I just check where I need to bring red color, where yellowy tone. We work just in these two colors now. And now I'm going to go with lighter tone on top, just a lighter tone, a little bit, to make it separate. You see here, some stroke would be fine. Make it interesting, just like that. With the mustard that you mix with the white color. Even a little bit on top here too. You can add some brush stroke to make it see huge change. Because we build all this with the different value of the colors, and you see how much our bear get powerful with lots of color, but they're all in the same family. Reddish brown, mustard color, even the creamy color that we make, they're all match with each other and make it so nice. Thank you, Rhonda. Even a little bit of stroke on this, just some, because after I know that after acrylic get dry, it's moved to the background and get darker. So some lighter stroke make it more powerful and nice. Even randomly, you can add some light tone everywhere that you like. Here, there. That's great. We can leave it like this. Even one touch here. We need to finish the eyes, and then you can see how huge change it can have. We still have a completely black eye for him. With the same brush, I'm not going to go with the bigger size. Just this one that I compare with my finger is a good size. So I take the brown color, try to add some brush stroke on the darkness inside the ear. We need to have, even you can, as I mentioned, feel comfortable with your brush. Just play with the brush to make with the tip a little bit movement like that. And then here inside this part, some stroke would be fine. Scary. We have already reddish brown here, just one or two touch here I can add to make it more interesting. Then I would like to add some darkness a little bit here. We need both of them actually. Let me finish with the dark blue here and then move on with the lighter tone. Very gently, some touch around the eye. One stroke here. I try to add one stroke here, some here, one or two here. Especially we need a lot on this part to move it out, even with the lighter blue. Same technique with the heavy paint. Just try to add fairy hair and move it toward the background. make it more interesting. Even if you're not happy, again, back with the brownie color, make it more darker tone. We can go on back, add some tone, see if we are okay with that, keep it. If not, clean the brush with napkin. Always I recommend to have a napkin like this beside yourself. And I would like to make the curve a little bit more clean. Just with the pointy brush, make a clean curve, line on top, and even the pupil. It's a little big. Then clean your brush and add mustardy color around it. I'm going to add a little clean line with this beside the black. And for this part, we need the pointy and small brush because the details. Again, back to the black, come close to that. Sometimes it touch the mustardy color and get dirty, not to be worried. Again, back to the black and cover it. We have all the part dark, a little bit touch of black, I bring it here. And now with the narrow line with blue, I make under this part, narrow line. So even if you make it thick, not to be worried. Again, back to the black, bring it close to that and make it narrow. Like this. We need a lots of darker tone here. So even the blue color be light, be thick, doesn't need to be worried. We can make it again dark with black, like that. Then clean your brush very well. It's better to let it dry completely and then add the shine with the white, but we will do it at the same time. So I clean my pointy brush very well and then take some pure white color on a tip and just one time, and take your hand like this, straight, and one side just with the control, touch the white. You see, one time, just one time, you can add the shine inside the eye.